For the city of light is the final station, and the phoenix emerges from the ashes of past generations and rekindles to an evening with singing and drumming, without the intention to disturb, a life in unison with that which is nature. Do you sense the call? Do you dare? For who are we when we become indifferent to that which we view? Who are we when the TV or the phone or car are more important than the time we spend in communication? I believe that we could start spending more time in nature, without shoes, without gimmicks, without alcohol or noise, just you and the moon, the air.
Spiritual energy. It grows with the energy of the sun, and the world comes to a halt. Humanity fell in love with machines, and Mordor has overtaken the Shire. Sam Gamgee is sitting at home, playing computer games, and human beings are demanding cheap electricity to further isolate themselves in front of inanimate screens. What is energy? What is its origin? Who are we, and what do we do when we stop moving? We have come to a halt. The car is driving, but we are sinking deeper and deeper into ourselves. Egoism, lethargy, rejection, and alcoholic embargoes are dominating our daily life in order to escape the trauma of the industry. We have become insecure in our dealings with life, and we pay the price for insurances that are supposed to improve the quality of our experience. When I get sick, I'll have surgery. Snip, snip. A new hip, lasered eyes, removing varicose veins at the age of 30. The river is flowing, but in terms of energy, we are pollutifying. toxicity, imbalance, polarization. Spirituality stands for self-realization and accepting responsibility. Industry stands for ignoring consequences and dancing around with your finger pointing skywards as much as you can. New Year's Eve. Kaboo. Stench, noise, disturbance. Who carries this burden? Nature is being milked like the cows that we suck dry with the use of machines, and we simply carry on. Driven by sugar, coffee, tobacco, greed and anger, we stumble through a life that is plastered with depression and hopelessness. Is it too late to stand up? Or have I given up too early? I sit in my car, at my dinner table, and on the toilet. I sink into my sofa and put up my feet, because I have no clue what else to do. When I become active, I am faced with opposition. Am I skilled or stand up for nature? I will be pointed out. Thus, energy. For me, everything is energy. And everything has two sides. Duality. Heads or tails. Much rather, heads and tails. For a coin is being identified by the existence of two sides. And then there is also the edge. Oneness, holism, yin and yang, yoga, shamanism, black and white, contrast. Every act flows into the stream of life, and when we solely focus on one thing, we may neglect the other. As above, so below. Night and day. Everything merges into one another. And yet our thought constructs are as static as the metal that we use. Here comes the rust. Now the wind and rain. I am nature, and everything belongs to me. I am in your phone and in your photovoltaic. Everything you take out of my cradle, but seldom art thou seen in my realm. I stand in the rain and weep, for the world is sick. Man is sick, and I see myself confronted with shepherds that invited the wolves into the herd to feast their eyes on the spectacle of consumption. Spirituality reminds you of that which you feel when you sit alone in silent darkness and observe yourself. Meditation. I stir the contents of the pot in circular motion and I am fully present. I take a crochet needle and wool to create a hat. I celebrate the moment through active meditation. I take the time to be by myself. And within me I feel the power of the sun and the power of darkness. I am one. I acknowledge nature as the Garden of Eden, and I see myself as an individual that belongs to a whole. I choose to do my bit for nature and steadily work towards leaving this world. I am no loner, but die we must all. Our deeds will create ripples, but at some point, even the most persistent attempts to outlast eternity shall subside. I reduce, for what we need is not more sustainable energy, but healthy forests. What we need is decentralization and time that we spend in movement and appreciation. What we need is stepwise change, so that no child will be set aside for soap operas and the polishing of cars. I am here. I want to be here. I breathe to feel alive. Only sometimes I run away and look for alternatives. I educate myself and I observe actively. I stand in the rain and weep, for sometimes it is all too much. Energy. Can you feel it? Do you feel the call of the wild, and do you also ask yourself at times what life could have in store for you if you only dared to let go of dusty concepts of life and act in a free and intuitive manner? It is a challenge, for outside the mob we become like lone wolves that must fight for survival. It is quite clear to me. The train has already left. For the city of light is the final station and a new beginning. The phoenix emerges from the ashes of past generations and rekindles to a new life. An evening with singing and drumming, without the intention to disturb. A life in unison with that which is natural. Can you feel it? Do you sense the call? Do you dare? For who are we when we become indifferent to that which we leave behind? Who are we when the TV or the phone or car are more important than the time we spend in true communication? I believe that we could start spending more time in nature, without shoes, without gimmicks, without alcohol and noise. Just you and the moment. The end.
Spiritual energy. It grows with the energy of the sun, and the world comes to a hold. Humanity fell in love with machines, and Mordor has
taken the shine. Sam Gamgee is sitting at home, playing computer games, and human beings are demanding cheap electricity to further isolate themselves in front of inanimate screens. What is energy? What is its origin? Who are we, and what do we do when we stop? We have come to a halt. The car is driving, but we are sinking deeper and deeper into ourselves. Egoism, lethargy, rejection, and alcoholic